7, Beckham's 8th reception. Now Barkley up the middle, cuts to the outside. Saquon Barkley across midfield, down the sideline, stayed in bounds, and Barkley takes it all the way. 68 yards for his first NFL touchdown.
Welcome back, Legendary Warriors. The draft is done and week 1 is almost here. And in this video, we're going to be going over the draft results. With the first pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Apollos select running back Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants. It didn't take long for Barkley to become a superstar in the NFL, racking up 1,307 yards, 11 touchdowns on 261 attempts in his rookie season. Barkley also shined as a pass catcher, bringing in 91 of his 121 targets for 721 yards and 4 touchdowns. As a rookie, Barkley was on the field for 83% of the Giants' snaps, handling 75% of the rushing plays and 21% of the passing plays. With the Giants possibly being a run-heavier offense in the 2019 season and the loss of Odell Beckham Jr. to the Cleveland Browns, Saquon Barkley's workhorse usage isn't expected to change. Barkley racked up 461.77 fantasy football points for the 2018 season. The star running back is a powerful first pick in the Legends of War Season 1 draft. Let's take a look at the starting skill positions for the Apollos. At the quarterback position, the Apollos have Jared Goff, Saquon Barkley and Kerryon Johnson at the running back position, with Juju Smith-Schuster and Stephon Diggs at the wide receiver position. Jared Cook, now with the New Orleans Saints, at the tight end position, and Derrick Henry as his flex. As of right now, Derrick Henry is dealing with a calf injury, but indicated that he will be ready to go come week 1. Overall, the Apollos look strong and ready to go. Good luck. With the second pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Sharks select running back Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys. In 2018, Ezekiel Elliott was the NFL lead rusher, rushing for 1,435 yards with 6 touchdowns on 304 attempts. Towards the end of the 2018 season, the Cowboys started passing the ball more to Elliott, making him look even more fantasy football friendly, ending the year with 77 receptions for 567 yards and 3 touchdowns on 95 targets. What's not fantasy football friendly is Ezekiel Elliott's holdout. Elliott is seeking a contract that is greater than running back Todd Gurley, and until he gets such a contract, he intends on not playing come week 1. The Dallas Cowboys are confident that the team will make a deal before then, but if Elliott misses any games, rookie Tony Pollard will likely be the lead back. If the Dallas Cowboys and Elliott ever come to an agreement, Elliott will continue to be a strong RB1 for fantasy football. Here are the starting skill positions for the Sharks. At quarterback for the Sharks, Deshaun Watson. And at the 2 running back slots, Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook. And at the 2 wide receiver positions, T.Y. Hilton and Kenny Golladay. Delaney Walker at tight end, and the rookie David Montgomery in the flex. Dalvin Cook and rookie David Montgomery have been looking good in preseason, but with the recent retirement of Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton's production is questionable. Hopefully Ezekiel Elliott gets the contract he's seeking and comes back before week 1. Good luck, Sharks. With the third pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Horde selects Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes was an absolute monster getting the start at quarterback in his second year in the NFL, throwing for 5,097 yards and 50 touchdowns. Only 2 other quarterbacks have thrown for 50 touchdowns, Tom Brady in 2007 and Peyton Manning with 55 in 2013. And Mahomes, with 383 completions out of 580 attempts, only threw 12 interceptions. History shows that after having a number 1 fantasy season at quarterback, repeating that statistic the next year is unlikely. But with the way Mahomes is looking in the preseason, he very well could be once again the number 1 quarterback in the 2019 season. But regardless, Patrick Mahomes is a strong third pick in the first round of the draft. Here are the starting skill positions for the Horde. At quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Todd Gurley and Aaron Jones filling in the running back position. At wide receiver, the now Oakland Raider Antonio Brown and Amari Cooper. Filling in the tight end slot is O.J. Howard and Tevin Coleman in the flex. Todd Gurley had an awesome 2018 season, racking up 1,251 yards with 17 touchdowns. But towards the end of the season, he suffered a knee injury, raising the question, how healthy is he going to be for the 2019 season? But if Todd Gurley comes back healthy, the Horde quite possibly stole a running back that could have gone as the first pick in the 2019 draft. To the Horde, good luck. With the fourth pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Lunatics selected quarterback Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints. In the 2018 season, Drew Brees threw for 3,992 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, completing 364 of his 489 attempts. Drew Brees had a record-breaking season last year, surpassing Brett Favre's career completions and Peyton Manning's career passing yards. Brees now sits at the top with 6,586 career completions and 74,437 career passing yards. Those stats will continue to grow, and the 40-year-old star quarterback looks to break Peyton Manning's career passing touchdowns this coming season, only needing 20 more. And with the big contract signing to star wide receiver Michael Thomas this offseason, Drew Brees looks to continue being a force to reckon in fantasy football. Here's to maybe yet another record-breaking season for Drew Brees. Here are the starting skill positions for the Lunatics. At quarterback, Drew Brees. Filling in the two running back positions, Leonard Fournette and Devontae Freeman. At the two wide receiver positions, Tyreek Hill and Alshon Jeffrey. At the tight end position, the number one tight end in fantasy football, Travis Kelce. And in the flex position, Larry Fitzgerald. Overall, the Lunatics roster looks strong, but let's just hope that those two running backs that are injury prone stay healthy. Good luck. With the fifth pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the A-team selected running back Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey would have led all backs in fantasy points last season if it wasn't for being arrested in Week 17 in what was a meaningless game. But through Week 16, McCaffrey played in an outstanding 97% of the Panthers' snaps, rushing for 1,098 yards, 7 touchdowns on 219 attempts. McCaffrey improved his yards per carry from 3.7 yards to 5 yards, and his catch rate from 73% to 86%, bringing in 107 of his 124 targets for 867 yards and 6 touchdowns. The only concern is that Panthers quarterback Cam Newton is dealing with a mid-foot sprain, beckoning the question, will this affect McCaffrey's performance? Christian McCaffrey could have easily been the number one pick in the draft, so getting him at 5 is a steal. Here's the starting skill positions for the A-team. Aaron Rodgers is at the quarterback position. At the two running back positions, Christian McCaffrey and David Johnson. At wide receiver, Keenan Allen and Adam Thielen. Hunter Henry in a tight end slot, and Tyler Lockett in the flex. The A-team has their crosshairs on you guys, so look out. With the sixth pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Red Sox selected running back Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara had a stellar 2018 season, rushing for 883 yards, 14 touchdowns on 194 attempts. With star record-breaking Drew Brees as his quarterback, Kamara brought in 81 receptions for 709 yards and 4 touchdowns on 105 targets. And with running back Mark Ingram no longer with the Saints and moved on to the Baltimore Ravens, Alvin Kamara looks to have yet another great fantasy football season. Here are the starting skill positions for the Red Sox. In for quarterback, Matt Ryan. For the two running back positions, Alvin Kamara and James Conner. At wide receiver, Michael Thomas and Robert Woods. Vance McDonald's in for the tight end, and in the flex, Tyler Boyd. Not gonna lie, guys, this team looks just as scary as that sock puppet. Good luck, Red Sox. With the 7th pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Savages selected quarterback Baker Mayfield of the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield had one of the best quarterback rookie seasons last year, leading the Cleveland Browns to their first win in 19 games in his first appearance. Mayfield took over the starting quarterback position in Week 4 against the Oakland Raiders. He then threw for 3,725 yards, 27 touchdowns, with 14 interceptions, completing 310 of his 486 attempts. And with the addition of star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns just seem like they're going to be unstoppable this season, making him a solid QB1. Here are the starting skill positions for the Savages. At quarterback, Baker Mayfield. For running back, Damian Williams and Jordan Howard. At wide receiver, Jarvis Landry and DJ Moore. David Njoku at tight end, and Rashard Higgins in the flex. Looks like the Savages are going all in on the Cleveland Browns, starting 4 of their players. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. With the 8th pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Kangaroos select wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins of the Houston Texans. DeAndre Hopkins has been the number 2 fantasy wide receiver for the past 2 seasons, managing a crazy 35% of target shares, and ranking no lower than 6 in targets, receptions, yards, end zone targets, and touchdowns each of the past 2 seasons. Hopkins caught a career-high 70% of his targets in last year's 2018 season, catching 115 of his 163 targets for 1,572 yards and 11 touchdowns. Even if the Texans would have a healthy Will Fuller and Kiki Cutie at wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins will remain as an elite wide receiver for fantasy football. Here are the starting skill positions for the Kangaroos. At quarterback, Mitch Trubisky. For the running back positions, rookie Tony Pollard and Joe Mixon. At wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins and Brandon Cooks. George Kittle at the tight end position, and Jimmy Graham in the flex. With Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott quite possibly continuing his holdout into the season, rookie running back Tony Pollard could see a lot of game time. Good luck, Kangaroos. With the 9th pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, Snatch City selected running back Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns. Last season, rookie running back Nick Chubb took over as the lead back in Week 7, beating out Carlos Hyde and now Houston Texan Duke Johnson, handling 80% of Browns runs and 10% of targets. Even with Chubb getting the start at running back so late in the season, he still ended the season as the 15th most scored fantasy points at running back in fantasy football, putting up 996 yards and 8 touchdowns on 192 attempts. Also catching 20 of his 29 targets for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Chubb's upside might be limited just a bit with the return of Kareem Hunt around mid-season. But with Chubb being in such a high-powered offense, he is a strong 9th pick in the draft. Here are the starting skill positions for Snatch City. At quarterback, Phillip Rivers. And at running back, Le'Veon Bell and Nick Chubb. At the 2 wide receiver positions, now Cleveland Brown, Odell Beckham Jr. and Cooper Kupp. Zach Ertz at tight end and Calvin Ridley in the flex. We have yet to see Le'Veon Bell play as a Jet, but Bell has apologized to fantasy owners for last year's season-long holdout and says that this season will be his year. Snatch City definitely drafted a strong team. Good luck. With the 10th pick in the 2019 Legends of War Season 1 draft, the Berserkers selected wide receiver Davante Adams of the Green Bay Packers. Davante Adams ascended his game to the next level in last year's 2018 season, making it the first time Adams surpassed 1,000 yards in the 5 seasons he has been in the NFL. And before missing Week 17 due to an injury, Adams was the number 1 scoring fantasy football wide receiver, catching 111 of his 169 targets for 1,386 yards and 13 touchdowns. With star quarterback Aaron Rodgers stating he wants to throw Adams the ball even more this coming season, Davante Adams is looking to have yet another great fantasy football season. Here is the starting lineup for the Berserkers. At quarterback, Jameis Winston. At running back, rookie Josh Jacobs and Chris Carson. At wide receiver, Davante Adams and Julio Jones. At tight end, Evan Ingram. And in the flex, Mike Evans. Y'all actually let me draft Julio Jones, Davante Adams, and Mike Evans, 3 of the top scoring wide receivers in fantasy football, making up my 3-headed dragon, King Ghidorah. Here are the matchups for Week 1, Apollos and Snatch City. The A-Team take on the Savages. The Red Sox try to hold back the Horde, as the Sharks take on the Kangaroos. And the Berserkers battle the Lunatics. Good luck to everyone, and let the games begin in Legends of War Season 1.